And good afternoon, good evening, good morning. This is Jason over here at Signature Esports. We are broadcasting the Duels at Daytona for the No Limit Racing Pro Series. New to the season this year and new to the series this year, the No Limit Pro Series is about to get underway. They're going to start gridding up here right now. Let's go over the first session. There's going to be two sessions today. We're going to be broadcasting two races. Current pole sitters, the current pole sitter right now is going to start in this first race. Brandon Frontapole right there is going to start in row one. Matt Cherry is going to start on the outside of him in this session. Row two is going to be Evan Keese and then Douglas Carlson. That's your odd number qualifying from last week. Row three, Anthony Thitchner, and then Steven Avasius. That's going to be fifth and sixth position in this race. Row four for you, Jake Fluman and Casey Knighton. Those guys are going to be out there trying to have a good time. Row five for you, Isaac Mock and Kyle Hall. Those guys are out there running the 9th and 10th positions. Row six for you, David DeFazio and Ben Carver. And then row seven, it's going to be Jake Elrod, Casey Clark Jr. And last but not least, the last of the 16 drivers in here, Michael Woolley and Mason Yost is going to line out your top 8 going on right here. All the No Limit Racing broadcasts, of course, and always brought to you by Combat Hosting and a 46 Branding Company. 46brandingco.com to find out more information about their amazing designs. Some of the race information for you right here. Weather 73 degrees, getting in 57, partly cloudy. There's 16 car fields here. This is session 1. Go to NoLimitRacing.net to find out more information about what they do over there. Everybody is ready to go, lined up, and the grid is set, so we're going to see how things fare out for everybody. 35 laps in the session. And we're only going to have just the laps for you, hopefully. Come a long, long way. We're going to start seeing them get ready to get going here. See how much time they have to race. Nice little dusty look at the backstretch over there, Daytona International Speedway. My name is Jason Followell. I am, of course, listed in the grid, but I'm not racing today. Pace car is off, and Pro Series action is getting underway. This is the No Limit Racing Pro Series at Daytona. The 5 of Brandon Frontapole is going to be your pole sitter for the Daytona 500 that the No Limit Racing Pro Series is going to have actually in a couple of weeks. The Thunder Series gets underway tomorrow evening at Daytona, and that is how of Brandon Frontapole right there. He has the 46 of Evan Keese right behind him, bumper to bumper. Nice little action right there. The 87 of Anthony Thitchner right behind him. Everybody's going to have to be patient in this first little bit. Ally machine out there. That is Matt Cherry doing his job. Go Willie, they're patching out there. Nice overlay with the pictures. Thank you, Mr. Jurgen. I took some advice from another broadcaster out there. Trying to a little bit more than what most do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 46 T-Max says 46 is right on this tail. Absolutely. Patience is key here as we are out there completing some laps. You're going to see ticker timer up there, new overlays up there as well. One being completed right here. Daytona, that's what's going to set everybody apart. Who has the opportunity to be patient and who doesn't. So pit stops are going to be in effect here. You're going to have to at least see one pit stop out of these cars, depending on if a caution comes out or when a caution comes out. Thank you, Hank. I appreciate you. I did all this new stuff that's going on here, so I want to make sure that I dial it back in. I appreciate you, Hank. If you can hear me now, let me know. 5 of Brandon Frontable out front. 46 of Keith right there as well. Let's take a look at some of the newer stuff that I've been working with all week as everybody settles in to get single file. Only one that is off the outside just a little bit right there. The 13 of Michael Woolley. Thank you, man. I appreciate you very much out there. Time data right there. There's how Brandon is working himself. There's Keith right behind him. There's the relative between the two cars. Some speed, the gap, how that's going to wear out. How fast Brandon Frontable's going as he gets into turn 3. There's that right there. Kind of enjoy the new stuff. Keith has an opportunity to win 3rd position out of this race, so these guys, their finishing position will determine the odd position in the lineup for the Daytona 500, just like you would see at the Duels every single year. Times from Mr. Frontable as they've completed 4 laps currently. Keith's right on his tail now. We're going to see some 2x2 racing coming out of the backstretch in lap 4. Lots of things going on so far. Here it is. Battle for first. That's what we're looking at. There's the 87 Anthony Fitchner. He slides up in front of the 13, waiting for a push from him right there. Fitchner trying to get his line nice and square. The 13 of Michael Woolley's going to have to line up right there on his bumper. We're going to see lots of maneuvering going on here. Talladega, the outside line's usually the preferred line, but the inside line here seems to be working as a long line. There are a couple of blinkers, but nothing too serious. That's how it lets you know that this is a simulation and not real life, because if they blinked in real life, my goodness, could you imagine? Battle for first going on. Anthony Fitchner now all the way up 3 spots. He's got a nice little shove from the 13 of Michael Woolley right there, but now is just inching his way forward as you see the Ford of Michael Woolley out there. There's the 84 going up high. Casey Knighton's right there. There's the 28. Ben Carver there as well. Nice conversation with those guys earlier, trying to clarify some of their sponsor stuff. So I'll go over that a little bit later about who they drive for. Inside line's going to be the 5, the 46, the 48, the 86. That's your 4 inside. Then the 87 and the 13 all up top. He's got the 84 and the 28 behind him. Isaac Mock is going to be I believe Isaac Mock and Coates are going to be in the 2nd session. The ones that are in these 15 and 16 drivers are the drivers in the race right now, so that's what we're seeing there. We've got a 2nd session coming up right after this. That's going to start as soon as this race ends. But we're going to have to see some patience, because 35 laps is a long, long time as you see the 13 of Woolley get up into the wall. Ooh, a little bit of maneuvering back there with the 84. Now the 48 of Matt Cherry wants to get a little shove running for that Allied Chevrolet out there. Nice little paint scheme. Likes to be the 48. And will continue to be that way for as long as he can, that's for sure. Everybody set the pace. Still just 200 miles an hour to be running in the draft. Look at the top cam of how the cars are lining up behind your race leader right there. There's Brandon Frontable. the 46 branding Chevrolet. He has a lot of people bunching up right there, that is for sure. Turn 1 into turn 2 onto the backstretch. You see all those guys trying to shake everything out. Brandon Ishkanian, appreciate you giving a shout out to everybody out there. That's always welcome. Thank you to everybody out there watching on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. We have several channels that we have. So we have the No Limit Racing Facebook page, the Signature Esports Facebook page. Then we have the No Limit Racing YouTube page. Somebody dives down right there, goes off track. And then we have the Signature Esports, or Signature Media and Esports YouTube page. And of course, you can always follow us on twitch.tv/Signature Esports. That's where we broadcast to pretty much for everything that we do. Thunder Series action tomorrow at Daytona. They're finishing up their qualifying today for that. That is a non-broadcasted event, except for the Daytona tomorrow. We're going to be live going about 8:05 Eastern with the No Limit Racing Thunder Series. You see those trucks in action. Went from ARCA cars to trucks, and now they are starting to build this series. And then on a Wednesday, Signature Esports has the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series qualifying for Chicagoland, which is going to be Thursday. 165, 180 laps, somewhere in between there. You see some side drafting from the 46. Starting to change a little bit. Some cars falling off the pace. As you saw, Casey Knighton falling off. Kyle Hall is off. He is in pit road right now, looking to get some of his things repaired, it looks like. Current speed of everybody in the track right now are pretty much going around the corner about 106 miles an hour. It's a good place for the 46 to be, Mr. T-Mac. He is, as long as he stays right there, that is going to be where he's going to start in the race in a couple of weeks when the Daytona 500, when the No Limit Pro Series Daytona 500 gets underway. Reminder to everybody about that, and while we have an opportunity, I'm going to move some of this stuff. You're going to see it jump across the track. New overlays, didn't know how they were gonna how they were gonna lay out when it came to what the broadcast did, so I forgot to change that. So now you can see everything just a little bit better right there. Apologize. There's the 5. He's got the 46 behind him. Ooh, the 13 of Woolley kind of blinks there in an inopportune time. There's the 48 of Matt Cherry out on the outside. Solid little push. There's the 28. Toyota's doing a great job. There's Woolley in 5th. 6th place is going to be Thitchner. Carver's in the 7th place position, but I see this it's looking like it's going to be working here pretty well. There is Jake Elrod right there in the 14 Oceanside Cleaner Machine. Dark Horse, or not Dark Horse, I'm sorry, Black Horse Auto Transport. I believe they're running Chevrolets in this series. Friday night, new action for the Whelen Modified. Signature Esports has run on the Whelen Modified series, so we're going to have that Friday night. We got our first track that we're going to run for the season there. Saturday night's going to be a blank night until we get the truck series underway. So we're gonna take a break and develop that. Maybe run some road course races. We're trying to develop our road course platform as well. Sundays is going to be real racing online dirt street stock action starting September 6th. So we're going to be getting going for you as well. But most importantly, the No Limit Racing Series. The guys who kind of gave me my start, and I'm very appreciative to what they're doing. They are building and growing, and things are just becoming absolutely magnificent for them. There is the 48 losing some ground up there. He's got Michael Woolley right there, but Woolley deciding to take it kind of 3 wide. I'm not sure what's going on there, if he's just kind of waiting for them to pick each other up and fall back in line. Looks like that's kind of what he's trying to do, trying to stay out of the wall. Gets a little toe tap right there, but strong showing so far. The 5 and the 46 out front by a lot of, I say by a whole lot, but a lot of laps led so far. So that lap being completed under green flag conditions. The distance not being at 2. Yeah, the lap counter for some reason isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing. So that's what I was trying to work on. Appreciate you out there. There it is. There's your priority. Sorry about that. You can see the guys doing that as well. There are some things that I am still figuring out here, guys, so I do appreciate your time. There's your lap counter right there. There we go. I do appreciate you, of course, and always. Some things having to update for me as everything is continuing to move forward. We're going to have some fun here and playing around with some new stuff, but we're trying to figure that as well. So there's the battle for first still, as now you see just about 10 cars in that pack right there. Catching it back up. Kyle Hall and Casey Knighton all the way at the end there. Casey Knighton looks like he is on pit road currently. Brandon Frontal out front. Evan Keith being patient. And that's how that's going to work for you. 15 to go right here from Daytona International Speedway. This is the No Limit Racing Pro Series A-Class Cup cars. And the 46 just gets right to the bumper of the 5. Trying to be patient. 209 miles an hour was the for you there. And now they're going to be updating some things. Lots of passing action going on, so nobody really making some moves just yet, so we'll see how that goes. Simple things going on. Let's try out some new cameras for you. Do some of those, what I call those sounds of iRacing. If you're trying to go to sleep, I wouldn't recommend it. back there, trying to get him up to the front. There's the 48 Cherry, and a nice little burst of speed coming down to the front stretch across the front stripe. You're going to see some ground being gained right here. Where Mr. Willie has put himself right outside of Douglas Carlson in the 86. The 46 apiece is get a little bit of air right there, so possibly gonna watch those temperatures, but he is right on the tail of the 5. There's the 28 right there with the 13, so we're gonna see how this lines up. 11 to go right here from Daytona with this 35 lap sprint. Things still getting interesting, moving on. Thank you all out there for everybody that was chit-chatting. Keep going. Start a launch party out there on the platform. Share it over to everything iRacing platforms, all of that stuff. I appreciate it. If you're on Twitch, 10 to go right here from Daytona, and you've seen it, the man beneath the ledge in the 5 of Brandon Frontal. He has led all of the laps thus far. Still continuing to run this field around, and nobody forced the issue to try to put a pass on the 5 of Frontal. So Mr. Willie up there on the top line, he's trying to lead somebody around the outside, but doesn't really have anybody that'll get to his back bumper just yet. 46, the 86, a little poke out right there. Ooh. 87 of Fitchner doing a good job. 9 to go so far, coming into turn 3 on to the exit of turn 4. As everybody has to dive down to pit road, here's where everything makes a difference. Here's the pit strategy. No penalties just yet. See anybody with a penalty? Nobody penalty. Nobody penalized. Nobody penalized. No penalties. Nice job with everybody. We're going to see what happens if it's just going to be a splash and go. There's Jake Elrod right there coming around. He currently is get out there and kind of lead the laps around. I don't know if he just couldn't get into pit road or what happened there, but he's going to be the leader currently. We're going to take a look at pit road. Everybody kind of leaving pit road. There's the 5 of Frontal. He kind of got out of there. Jake Elrod still 10 spots up. There is Jake Elrod still running around. Let's see what happens with him. Elrod on his car right now. You saw everybody else. They were in 27 laps. They needed to get something done. And there is Jake Elrod catching up with the field. So everybody's going to kind of have to like single file themselves back there a little bit. Brian Warner, appreciate you out there, buddy. Here comes Jake Elrod after all of that lapping he just did. He's coming to pit road to try to get some fuel. And that is the pit strategy right there. Well, everybody's coming to pit road, so he's going to be your race leader currently until everything cycles back around. We will see that happen right about here, I believe. Jake Elrod still being held in first. 6 laps to go, and he's going to have to make it and book it around because he's going to have some company very, very shortly. And they're all going to be up to speed. There's Stitchner and Woolley. You see that that relative. Here they come. Nice opportunity for a pit stop for him, though, because as these guys are catching up to speed, he's going to be able to catch that draft. So good on him for doing that. there, going to go outside. He's going to catch that draft as he comes up to meet traffic. And there he goes. There is Jake Elrod finding himself a little lucky patch of green grass right there. There is the top 5 right now. There's Thitchner, there's the 13 of Woolley, there's the 48 of Cherry, there is Douglas Carlson, and the 22 of Jake Fluman right there. There's the top 5 currently battling for first. We're going to see what happens as it's now 5 to go right here from Daytona International Speedway. So much fun that couldn't ask for any more. 87 of Thitchner out front. Michael Woolley right there as well. We haven't seen a caution thus far, and it's been exciting, to say the least. All right, Thitchner is up 4 spots. You see everybody running around right now. Currently, actually, I just want to make sure that we're doing the right. See the right relative right there. See the battle first. There's DeFazio who says he's 1 lap off the track right there. But here's your battle first. We're going to move that box. Lap times for everybody. There is Thitchner and Woolley. Those are the guys right there. So you see the relatives moving forward. Woolley just trying to be patient. And we're going to see what happens here. Michael Woolley right there, nose to bumper with the 87. Not worried about the heat. To go, coming around to the stripe. It's going to be 3 to go right here. No Limit Racing Pro Series is going to be fun, especially when we get all of these cars together after the duels and we put them on the track for a whole bunch of miles. Daytona 500 coming up here in a couple of weeks. And that's going to be where we're going to be waiting and looking to see what kind of Pro Series action the No Limit Racing Pro Series has to offer, the No Limit Racing Series, because we've seen how entertaining the Thunder Series has been, and now if you move on to trucks, it's just about to get even better. Yeah, it's just absolutely wonderful. And congratulations again, once again, after the season ended, the No Limit Racing Thunder Series ARCA cars. Brian Wirtz was the No Limit Racing Thunder Series champion. Now we're 2 to go right here. The top 5 all bunched up together, but that backpack is working itself in line to catch the draft. So 2 to go. It's about to get interesting. There's the 22 of Fluman trying to work himself in there. There's the 46. So Carver and Keese working together, and they have a run on the outside. There they are. The 22 of Fluman decides they're going to go up, and then Woolley comes up in front of Cherry. That's how that's going to turn out. So let's see what happens. Is there going to be a nice push to the outside? Woolley gets turned before the flag. The final lap's going to go. Somebody's going to go here. No caution comes out before the race ends. So now, final lap, Anthony Thitchner right there with the 46 of Keese. No caution. And now they're just going to have to slow down and fall in line. Wasn't quite ready for... There it is. So actually, it's a final lap, but I think it's going to be a green light checker here. So caution gets called, and we're going to line them back up to do it again. And I believe iRacing just has to figure itself out. So... Relative's going to have to kind of fix itself, and we're going to see what it works out. Yep, and that's how it's going to end right there. It's going to end with everybody Falling back in line, Michael Woolley is going to come home with at least a second place position. There it is. Caution comes out, and that's going to be the last lap. They have to finish it under caution. Woolley still comes home second, so that's at least a good thing. I see the results pop up. Overlays. I'm still trying to Casey Knighton's going to be your race winner right there. I'm sorry, not Casey Knighton. Anthony Thitchner, then Michael Woolley. Evan Keese is going to come home third. Matt Cherry in fourth. Douglas Carlson in fifth. Ben Carver in sixth. Jake Elrod in seventh. And Brandon Frontable is going to be your pole sitter anyway. So that's how that goes. Jake Fluman up there as well. David Afazio on the racetrack. Casey Knighton there. Kyle Hall comes in 12th. And the rest of us are just kind of sitting there. So I appreciate everybody. I'm working on it, Donald. You just chill, buddy. Remember, new stuff. All new stuff. Okay. Let's see. Here it is. Trying to find the caution. It'd be kind of cool to be able to see it. Alright, so here was... Back it up a little bit, so I apologize about that. It does show it to me. It's kind of nice. Alright, Michael Woolley's up there up front. And it looks like the 48 just kicked his car. Everybody else is going to have to line themselves back up. Michael Woolley was the recipient of that. So we'll go back one more time. Just kind of have to make it work for you. All right. The 22 had a nice. The 22 and the 48 had a nice run. They kind of left. Anthony out there to make this interesting at the very end, and you saw them get turned back. Everything. Thank you, Cody Anderson. I appreciate you. So Mr. Michael Woolley coming around to finish the race at the very end of everything. So tried to bring it back to live conditions. There it is. Quite possibly the world's most perfect food. Big congratulations to them as well. That was a fun little race. Anthony Thitchner coming home with the win. Let's see if we can pull Mr. Thitchner in. Quite possibly. I know that he is in the race control section, but I want to make sure to be able to bring him in here so that way I know that I'm probably interrupting in something important. But you won the first session at the Duels, Mr. Thitchner. I want to give you a nice little shout out and give you a chance to talk to me out here on the broadcast.
Awesome, man. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I was just taking a picture going back looking at that finish. The rear view mirror was insane, man. I just got down to the grass and hoped for the best.
Well, it was definitely going to be a great last lap had it happened, but of course, Woolley had gotten turned there to the inside wall and kind of just took the field out. So, but a finish is a finish no matter if it's under caution, but you guys were doing great. Nice little 34-lap stint. Tell me how the race went for you.
Oh, it went pretty well. We tried a couple different things. Went to the outside, tried leaving the outside. I tried pushing on the outside. We switched lanes a few times, got back into the inside. So tried a little bit of everything in the duels here, so that way we came a little bit more prepared once the Daytona race starts. So I got more of an idea of what we're gonna do here thanks to this dual race. So that was pretty cool.
35 lap stint. You got the Daytona 500 coming up here in a couple of weeks, and session two is getting ready to get underway here in just a little bit. Congratulations on the win. You're going to start P3 right behind the pole sitter, Mr. Brandon Frohnapple.
Sounds good, man. It's awesome.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Thitchner. The 87, he's your race winner right there, and did a great job. And we look forward to seeing more out of them as well. Session 2 is going to be up here in just a little bit. We're going to get that underway. They're going to be, I believe they might already be practicing. We're going to see what's going on. I'm only going to be putting you on a hold, and it's going to be live. I'll come back and talk to you. We'll go over some of the recaps, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I appreciate you. I'll be back with you here in a little bit. back to Pro Series action as practice is getting underway for the second session of the Duels. Alec Coates is coming in on this one. When he was applying out there, Isaac missed his duel, but that's okay. He'll get his spot to start there in the Daytona 500, of course, and always. Life does get ahead of us. We do have to work. We do have things that do go on. This is a fantastic little hobby for all of us, that's for sure. I appreciate everybody out there, of course, and always doing what you do best, and that is continuing to stream. Thank you very much for sticking around, and make sure you start a watch party. Let everybody know that we're back underway. Once again, 12 minutes left to go in practice. I wanted to come back on and talk about just how good these drivers are, and talk about some of the things that we are going to be having going on here very shortly. So, lots of things to be thinking of, but first and foremost, a little tribute to last season's winner. The ARCA cars are no more. Thinking of the past and the Element Racing Series, the Thunder Series, that is now going to be the Truck Series starting tomorrow, actually. So we're going to be live tomorrow about 8:05 Eastern. I should be about 8 o'clock. That's usually about when I get underway and get these guys in here and have a little bit of practice, a little bit of fun. And appreciate everybody out there, always doing the best that you do. Here is the number 10. How about everybody's favorite pirate? There's Art Warren right there. This guy lives and breathes the dream to be a real world pirate. Checking out some of the paint schemes that these guys have going on. There's a DuPont 24 out there. There's the Gatorade of Edward Jurgen. He is out there as well. 26 of Mark Harris, and then Josh Klinger's out there. Those guys are working together. The 21 and the 18. Like 13 right there. Working on some drafting techniques for the Daytona 500 that's going to be coming up here in the next couple of weeks. There is Josh Klinger coming off. These guys coming down pit road and trying to test how they need to get in here. Yellow cones where they have to be at speed, so there's a lot of things that could have gone wrong. Incidents that do happen. Here's where the 14 of Casey Gilchrist back on track, went to pit road. Into live conditions. The guys are running around trying to figure things out. Had a lot of great little laps in the last duel session. They are still working on finding out the final structure of who won, who did not. That'll be what they figure out. Yeah, that's where it was. I took what iRacing said. That's what I had right there after they came back around. So they're going to throw they're going to the finishing order of the last duel based off of where the caution would have came out. So didn't have that information for you, but they should have it updated whenever they bring the full roster out here this day or so. But that's going to be posted at NoLimitRacing.net. That's where you'll be able to find that out. Here's Pit Road Strategies working for everybody. Long green flag run on that last session. Ooh, Jurgen gets loose and gets into the wall right there. There is the 14. He is doing his job. Hank Caston, the number 36, a dog named Hank Carr out there. He is a ball that you can go and find on Amazon. That is one of those guys that has sponsored a few events for us over here at Signature Esports. We appreciate him. Of course, all of the races right here brought to you by Signature Esports, 46branding.com, and Combat Hosting. All of those guys do great things at what they do, and we appreciate and love the opportunity to be a part of what we are here. Signature Esports. While we wait for everything to line up, I'll play you our little ditty, and that's not at all what I wanted to do. A little information about Signature eNASCAR Cup Series, which qualifying for Chicagoland is going to be Wednesday, and then we have our race on Thursday. So our Pro Series race over at Signature Esports will be then, as these guys are qualifying or are getting their practice underway. We'll be back in a little bit. We'll go over the starting grid. What to expect right here in the second session. Another look at the Josh Klinger mobile, the number 18. He is out there running that Oceanside Klinger Chevrolet. Of course, we love looking at all of our camera angles. Everybody coming into pit road for their wonderful drivers meeting before things get underway. Move over to the grid. That's what we're going to do. This guy's working on some things on pit road. Starting grid, row 1. Brian Wirtz, your Session 2 pole sitter with Alec Coates, is going to start on the outside of him right there. The second row is going to look like this. Josh Mayu and Matthew Jorgensen, P3 and P4 during this session. Matt Lovett, Sean Lodison in row 3. Edward Jurgen, you saw him out there. Art Millen, he's going to be in row 4, that Canadian out there, the Canadian Pirate. Danny C. Davis is going to be row 5. Ryan Hedrick is going to start in P10 in row 5 on the outside. Row 6, Casey Gilchrist, Brett Edwards, those guys are going to be out there having a whole lot of fun. And then row 7 is going to be Cody Cox and Hank Caston. Hank the He-Man Caston. And then finally at the tail end of the field, Mark Harris and Josh Klinger, 16 drivers in this one as well. As that wraps up your starting grid right there. 2 minutes left in practice, and then they're going to be pacing around and try to bring in some drivers to talk to them, see how they're going. All kinds of fun. We'll do whatever we have to do to keep you entertained, that is for sure. Remember to go to nolimitracing.net. That is nolimitracing.net. Say that 10 times fast. I try to all the time. Go out there and check out what they have going on over there, of course, over there for all of the updates. They have points, leaders, money makers, all that stuff, all that information that you could ever want. NoLimitRacing.net for the next schedule and kind of just everything that goes on with the No Limit Racing series, the Pro Series, the Thunder Series as well. And you can always check us out, signatureesports.com, for more things coming up with us. We've been working diligently to reestablish our website after basically just made a bad buy. That's what happened. So, but we're working on that too as well. So you're going to see all of that come into play. Race info for you. Here it is. There's Daytona International Speedway. And normally everything kind of just updates all at once, but it's being a little bit finicky for me. I'm not liking it. All right, weather 79 degrees in the air temperature, still humidity at 54%. This is 16 car field with session. This is session 2. So 2 duels, and this is going to be the second of those 2. And interesting racing that happened in the last session. We'll see what happens in this one as things are about to reset for you. And the session's going to change over to gridding here in just a moment. And there it is. Fastest lap of the race. Was all right there. All right, so down pit road we are going to go. Quite possibly. There's everybody loading in right there. Long look at pit road. There's your outside pole sitter for the Daytona 500. He's going to start in the pole position, the 82 in that GeoForce RTX Ford Mustang. Then you've got the number 10 right there as well. Alec Coates, he's going to be up there. He had time to reply to all his fans on Facebook. Speaking of fans, make sure you go to the Signature Esports Facebook page, and there's a little thing in there where you can tag your most popular driver, your favorite driver out there. And by doing so, if you hashtag iRacing Signature Esports in there, they'll enter them, and then we'll put up all of the drivers that have been entered, and we'll cast out the votes, and we'll have some fun with it, that's for sure. Drivers are leaving pit road, and things are about to basically be fun. It's going to be interesting, that is for sure. Pace car is always our best friend. There is a look at the grid right there from the top of the pace car. There's the 82, the 10, the 02 of Josh Mayu, the 51 is going to be out there as well. Matt Levitt and the 41, Sean Lodison, the 24, Jurgen, Millen, Davis, Hendrick, Gilchrist, and the list goes on and on from there. lots of fun to be had. We're going to go green flag racing here very, very shortly. And just a lot of fun. I love racing. I love this stuff. It's absolutely amazing. So let's see if session 2 is going to be as calm and collected as session 1. We're going to run all of these laps green and come down to the wire like what happened in the last duel, where the 48 and the 13 kind of got turned into each other, and the field kind of came off. But pace car's off on pit road, and as I always say it, green, green, green. It says flag in front, the flag man right there. There's the 82 on the inside, 10 on the outside, 02's going to be the inside. Looks like the 51, no numbers on there for him. 51, that's a great start right there, but definitely working on catching back up to the 10. They're going to have to work together. There's Art Millen on the outside. That Canadian Pirate, his follower along. Josh Klinger and Harris patient in the back, 2x2 from 4th on back. There we go, 82, 02, the 11, and the 92 all on the inside. Inside line, very compact yet, so we'll see how this works out. High horsepower racing, Daytona International Speedway. That is the site for the Daytona 500 for the No Limit Racing Pro Series. What I understand from the Discord messages, I could be wrong, but I might not be. It's going to be here in 2 weeks. The Thunder Series this Tuesday, tomorrow night, 8:05 Eastern Time is whenever the green flag will drop. We have yours truly with Mr. Michael Woolley will be up here broadcasting live all across all the platforms, Signature Esports on Facebook, and both of those likewise on YouTube. And then we also have twitch.tv/Signature Esports. Start a watch party out there on Facebook. Get all these people in here. Let's show them that real racing can be done from your office chair. And that's what it is in my case, of course, and always. Appreciate everybody out there still watching. Thank you for the new followers out there. Nice little friendly thank you. Dude Jabronis out there, TK1622, Eric Schaefer, thank you very much. I appreciate all the cheers. You can buy bits, you can do all that stuff. And appreciate everybody having a lot of fun. This is how I make my living in the evening. It's been kind of nice and great during this kind of unpredictable time to be able to do this. 82 has the 02, the 41's right there too. Matt Levitt all on the inside. His teammates are in the back, trying to work their way to the front. Ford Mustangs are how things are going the front, so it's almost opposite each other. Ford, Chevy, Ford, and then two Chevys and a Ford. First Toyota in the field is going to be Brett Edwards. That's actually the only Toyota in the field, so let's just call it how it is. Lone Wolf out there trying to do his job. 82 out front for another lap led. Lap 4 being completed under green flag conditions. A little skip to my wheel right there. Apologize about that. I'm not sure what happened there, but we'll just kind of roll with it. There's the 82 and the 02 up front, side by side. There, the 41 has the 10 outside of him. Patience is the key. That's what we noticed before. There's the 10, and the 51 has the rear bumper of the 10. There is also the 9 of Ryan Hedrick out there as well in that Hooters paint scheme. 54 with Cody Cox. He's up there trying to push his way to the front. Oh, a little blink right there. 41 gets It's a little code issue. That is how things do happen here. There's the 10, the 0-2. Outside line's a little bit more packed. As if the tank can hold it on the backstretch, he's going to run the inside. And it will do so. The 51 gets right to the back of the 10, and now they are on their way. And turn 3, 82 has the 0-2 right to the back bumper. A little air to breathe as he bombs just a little bit to the yellow line. Side draft of the 10. They almost collect each other right there. Not a big deal. They straighten out. Things work themselves together. 54 has the 9 in his rear bumper. Outside line working just fine as well as the 51 comes out to get some air. Comes back in. Starts shoving that 10 a little bit forward. 0-2 has a nice pace and is going to go outside to carry the outside line. Car looked like he was so close to him that he might have had an opportunity to blow up there. There's the 10 right there. Oh, the 51 disappears, comes back. There, oh, goodness, the 10. Everybody, somebody's blinking. Nobody can do it. There is the 82. Has his teammate, Dark Horse Racing expert there, Mr. Matt Lovett, at the number 41. Current points leader in the Signature NASCAR Cup Series. That was a strong contender right there as well for the championship in the No Limit Thunder Series for a little while, but instead now has to reset. Alec Coates all the way up in fourth. You see him right there on the outside. Rock and roll. The car gets turned. The 51 gets turned. Caution's going to have to come out right here, and you saw it right there into the wall. Matthew Jorgensen all up into the wall. We're going to go back. We're going to take a look and see what happened. Here it was from the position. There's the 51 right there. It's collected. It's spun. And my goodness, all that damage. All of that damage. There he is, trying to get back on track. So first caution of the day, back to live conditions. We're about to go. Caution is out, and this is going to give an opportunity for all of those drivers. Now, we saw that in the last session, about 25 to 27 laps is about where they want to pit. And no doubt that after just a few laps here, they're going to probably want to have the opportunity to pit. Aggressive driving, bumper to bumper right there, and 51 gets turned. Up to the race leader currently, Brian Wartz. Out front, the 0-2s right there, the 41, the 10, the 92. That's your top five. Keep looking for my overlays. Rylander, thank you very much out there. Let's go, Mr. Coates. Does come down to pit road as Brian Wirtz gathers himself to get a long run going. Currently, your race leader, the 0-2 of Josh Mayu. He's going to have the 10 of Alec Coates out there with him, and Arndt Millen's going to stay out as well. So these guys not coming to pit road just yet. Decided to stay out there and see what happens. Maybe counting on another caution. So after 33 and 3/4 of a lap run, green flag on that last race. Now, first caution comes out. So far, great run. Everything's just looking beautiful. Kind of digging the new screens. I am always looking for my top five relative. There's a few things that I want to be showing and can't do that, so I have to figuring some things out as we're going along here, making sure that I'm doing some good things. So on the restart, we're going to have the 0-2, the 10, the 15, the 9, and the 82. That's how that's going to work. As the 0-2 looked like he was going to come down pit road there for a moment, but decided against it. However, the 9 of Ryan Hedrick is going to come to pit road, and he's going to get himself a service station. Ryan Wirtz up to 4th now, and they're going to go back to double file. The lights are off on the pace car. Green flag is going to drop by Fred, the flag man, here in just a moment, as they're going to cycle around. We're going to see how things work out. Sean Lodison exits pits. Ryan Hedrick comes out of pits as well, so they're going to come back. Danny C. Davis is currently back there in the back. Double file is what's going to happen. They're coming down the backstretch. Anticipate the restart. Let's see what happens here, as now we're going to have a few different laps. I was trying to check and see what kind of what our laps were going to be, but nonetheless, that's what's going to happen. I think that's probably one of the things that I don't like right now, is that I can't see the lap count, but that's all right. I like it. It's a lot of fun. Matthew Jorgensen just left the pits. He's going to have to hustle back around to get up to speed to catch these guys after being involved in that big old one. But here is the pace car. You're going to see him dive off pit road. Everybody's going to have to bunch up. Back to it we are again. A little loose for the 82. Great. There's Art Miller for number 15. He gets a little bit loose right there, right in front of the 41. So nothing doing for anybody, as now you're going to start seeing it. The 82 wants to go back outside, has Jurgen right behind it. The 92, the 10 has just too big of a gap right there from the 0-2. Side draft from the 82. Top 5 right there. Pushing is what they're doing. Josh Klinger comes all the way around the field after Art tended, it seems like he either started in a lower gear or just got a bad start right there. So let's see what happens there. Cody Cox is right there on the outside. He jumps off right there with Josh Klinger. Josh Klinger had to check up a little bit. Now is right there with Mark Harris, his teammate Oceanside Klinger. Those two Chevrolets are going to work together, moving forward. The gaps, you're going to start seeing them cycle through. There's the 10. The 82 needs somebody to shove him around the clock. 02 right behind the 10. Almost gets up into the 82 right there. Nothing doing. Side draft from the 82. 02 is going to go right in front of the 82. So Mayu has Wirtz. And Wirtz nowhere to go after Mayu gets out in front of the 10. So Alicote's led a lap right there. There is Josh Mayu right there as well. He's going to be your race leader coming to the stripe right there. There is the 02. The 54 of Cody Cox right behind the 10. Another name that you're going to hear a lot here. There's the 82, the 92, the 54, and the 18. Trying to make things settle out. Lap traffic coming up. Here is the 51 of Jorgensen. He got all involved in everything that happened after being in 6th place. Got turned a little bit. Oh, the 92 clips the 51. Almost sends him around. 22 to go right here, as you see all of that extra damage added to the 51. 92 clipped him, sent him into the wall. There's the 18 of Josh Klinger looking to make something move on the outside. Edward Jurgen right there has to get to the bumper of the 82 of Wirtz. If he doesn't, he's going to pretty well Set him. There he is. That's a good little draft right there. Gets up to get some air. Comes back into turn 4. Get right back on the bumper of the 82. Needs a good push as you see the 18 to Klinger going out to get some air and coming back and falling back in line. 82 leads at the line right there. Brian Wirtz is trying to make something work here, trying to get back in front of the 0-2. The 92 gets a little bit dicey right there. Turn 2 onto the backstretch. Brian Wirtz trying to pull him off of the 10, slow him off of the 0-2 of Josh Mayu out there. Has nowhere to go. 54 stays low right there. Runs the inside line. Josh Klinger trying to do the same thing. And now the 10 looks to peek his head out in front of the 82. 82 a solid pusher. He's still, no matter where the 82 finishes, as long as he finishes, he's going to be in the outside pole position, but he is probably one of the best pushers in the game. Knows how to make it work, knows how to get it going, goes out front. He's got the 82 right behind him, and you see him using that outside backstretch. Coach has got a solid push from the 82. The 0-2 has 54 right behind him, who is not a bad pusher himself, so let's see what happens here as they come into turn 3. The 82 trying to force the issue, trying to make everything work. I think the 10 is trying to take it with him. So that way, that is going to be the solid move. Oh, you need to lead is right there at the line, and the 10 is going to do so right here. Coates is leading at the line. Josh Klinger leaving enough room to try to do something. 82 trying to push the 10 around the outside, side-by-side racing. Small little Pat Foreman right there in the back. You see him. The 24 is going to have a nice little outside team. The 21 of Harris is right there as well, right behind Josh Klinger. The 82's a partner as he falls in underneath the 10. 82 looks to the inside to push the 0-2. There's the 54. Door slams close on Cody Collins, or on Brian Wirtz to try to get up there and try to push the 54 around, but on the inside, Brian Wirtz has some help. He's got two teammates behind him. His teammate is up high. The 41 of Matt Lovett is out there. Hard racing. The 82 is right there on the tail of the 54. I'm sorry, the 0-2. The 54 needs a push to compete on that outside line. Everybody kind of just getting settled in and outside line breaking apart. The 82 of Wirtz, he is right there, and if he wanted to make a move, he could. 17 laps completed now, 18 laps completed. We're going to have relative change, 16 laps to go. Klinger is pulling that inside line. The 54 of Cody Cox has nobody to help him. Coming around the backstretch. Nobody there, but the 82 of Wirtz is right there. Ooh, the 21 kind of climbs up a little bit. There's the 18. As the 18 gets a nice bumper to the 0-2, gives him a shove. And no ground lost right there. The 18 all on the inside running a P2, P3 right now. The Wirtz has the 54. And good little link up between the two. The 54, a great shove around the track. You're seeing it. Oh, and the 82 gets turned. Everybody goes around. 54, I was saying what a great little push that happened right there. Cody Cox gets into the back of the 82. And currently, that's going to be your race leader. Second caution of the day comes out. Let's go back and we're going to take a look at what happened there. Back that up. Probably need to extend that replay. What an incredible little situation that happened there. And go. Slow that down right there, and we're going to try to change cameras. far chase cam right there. You see the 54, he was right to the back quarter panel, right on the bumper, and just nowhere for the 82 to go. He turns him very, very hard. And there is the 02, currently your race leader, up to live conditions. Is how that's going to stand? .02 out there, Harley Davidson machine of Josh Mayu, and then Josh Klinger out there as well. Now, undoubtedly, everybody's going to come to pit road. You're going to see it right here. Reminder to everybody that 46 Branding Co. and Combat Hosting, along with yours truly at Signature Esports, we are the wonderful sponsors of this race of No Limit Racing Series and all the broadcasts out there. See the race, but I mean the broadcasts. That's what I mean. As the 02 misses his pit stall, he's going to lose some time right there. This is how pits are working. There's the 18 trying to get outside the 54. Ooh, so you beat everybody off pit road, of course, and always. Love it. Absolutely. Absolutely love it. So there's the 02 right there. You guys are going to exit pit road and we're going to see how this turns out. Currently scores Josh Klinger as the race leader, but not sure what happened there. If they hit pit road. We're going down to take a look to see where that scored them for or from. Let's see. All right. We have the fortunate experience to do this. I have a pit lane camera. I did that. All right, so let's play it forward. And let's see where they end up coming out of pit lane as we are kind of a quarter the speed. Looks like Cody Cox and then the 18, then the 02. That was the line right there. Back to it. Kind of fun. That's what happens. All right. Jump back forward to live conditions. They're going to go back double file. Lights are off on the pace car. It's like EOL for the 54 for causing an unavoidable incident. And that was the pit strategy you saw right there. And as we get back to green flag racing, let's see what happens. They are not going 160 miles an hour, I promise. back to it again right here. There they go. Green, 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 says Fred the flag. Back to green flag racing with 11 laps to go. Maybe the relative might update just a little bit. We're going to see how that's going to work out. These drivers now catch up to speed. There's the 18, has the 24 on the inside. There is the 02, has the 10 on the outside. So lots of fun to happen. Sean Lodisa, he's got Hank, the He-Man Caston right behind him. So the inside line forming up nicely. A few more cars on the outside line. 02 getting a solid push from the 10 or the 24 right there as you see them break apart. 54 Cody Cox goes down low. The 18 and the 02 neck and neck on the front stretch. We'll see who's going to lead the line. The 02 is going to lead on from the outside. Outside line seems to be what's working right there. As now Mayu falls in front of the 18 of Klinger. Inside line, as you saw, didn't bring the 10 with him, didn't bring anybody, didn't bring any help with him, but at least the 18 is right there on the rear bumper, and I mean right on the rear bumper. Mayu out there, 02 has no help. He's going to fall in line somewhere right there as you see him coming around turn 4 onto the front stretch. Trying to find a hole to find him to get back in line. There's the 36 of Hank Ashton out there. He's got the 41 of Matt Lovett. He is ready to rock the outside lane. He says, give me a push. Give me a push. These guys like to have a lot of fun. That is for sure. And Caston using the outside lane now. There's some work to be done. The 18 right there behind the 02. Solid run coming from the outside lane currently. As you see Hank Caston giving a solid shove from the 41. At the line, the 02 is going to lead, but the 36, 41, and the 10 on the outside lane are going to make it stick. They are ready to make a difference. The 18 right behind the 02. The 24 is right behind him. The 9 of Ryan Hedrick is right there as well. This is for the 4th position. So whoever wins this is going to be P4 on the starting grid for the No Limit Racing Daytona 500, the No Limit Racing Pro Series Daytona 500. That's going to be happening very, very shortly in the next couple of weeks as the 24 falls off pace. You see Klinger trying to push the 02 or at least give him some breathing room right there. 8-car pack and Klinger right there behind him. A lot of room for cars to catch back up. The 18 of Josh Klinger gets right into the mix of things. 7 to go right here at Daytona International Speedway. The 18 looks like he just kind of wants to creep up. He does look like he wants to get it. He just wants to go, but he's probably going to hold his line the best that he can and take the opportunity when it's needed. 2 cautions so far in the race, but you know, we saw the last caution right there, right before the white flag in the dual session 1, and it was a lot of fun for sure. Faster racing so far. There is the 18 of Klinger right behind the 02. There's the 45, 36, 41 on the outside. 24 to 10 on the inside lane right here. Inside lane is a lot faster than the outside. Whoa, the 24 decides he's going to slide up. Sean Lodison, I was right. My goodness, he is an all right there. The inside line's not going to have anybody coming around to the front stretch. Something's going to change. Something's going to happen. Solid push. The 18 looked like he wanted to go up in front of the 24, but they're not tightly compacted. Side draft from the 24 to the 10. Little voice crack right there, Paul. 82 of Brian Wirtz out there to complete some laps. Has to finish the race to hold his outside pole position, so he's going to continue to run. Has his car fixed and is ready to get back in the draft. The 18 is right there with the 0-2. 5 to go as they come into turn 3. Outside line just not forming up the way it should. As whoa, and almost straightens it up. Still green flag racing. 4 to go. 0-2 in the 18 lead to the outside. Caution is going to get thrown right there. And Dang looked like he had caught it, but didn't get back into it. Mr. Woolley still scored second back there, so that puts you third row back. Mr. Michael Woolley, appreciate you very much. All right, when we go back to green flag racing, it should be a green-white checker. So we will see how this turns out. We're going to go back and try to take a look at what happened there. Not seeing it. So let's just double click on this. There it is. That's what happened there. The 45 was Brett Edwards. And looks like he collected things. Let's go back and take another look at that real quick. There's the 45. Gets up, collects himself on the wall. Brian Ward slows way down right there. And kind of slowed the field up. Yep, that's what caused the caution, it looks like. Don't see anything else. All right, so let's see. Conditions. 45 on pit road currently. Here's the 54 on pit road, the 21, and Art Millen on pit road as well. Josh Mayu, still your race leader currently, is trying to utilize some good things here. The 18 of Josh Klinger out there as well. There is the 10 of Coates is going to start on the inside of the on the inside lane behind the 0-2. Sean Lodison out there, and the 24 is going to restart outside behind the 18. And Caston's got the inside line, top 5. Ryan Hedrick in the 6th position. Going to be a lot of fun. Tappity tap, tap, tap. There it is. All right, currently in the inside lane, Josh Klinger is going to be there. So no slide in 0-2. Biggest mover of the race, Josh Klinger, the number 18, up 15 spots currently scored on the inside P1, but we know that he's going to restart second right there. He's going to have the 10 all over his tail on the 0-2 and wants to slide down in front of the 18. So No doubt tense words going on as lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to green flag racing right here. 0-2 outside, 18 inside, 24-10 the 9 and the 36. Hank the He-Man Caston back there. Teammates a little ways off. The 21 is the 18's teammate. He's back there, and then the 41 kind of out there by himself with Hank Caston. So Dark Horse Racing action ready to go. But back to it again. Green, green, green as the 24 gets loose on the restart. 0-2 is going to have to determine what he's going to do right here. Is he going to stay up or is he going to block the lane? This is going to be the final lap. Clock's going to wave, and there's the 18 going to make a move or not. He is right there on the bumper of the 0-2. 24 is going to get down low. You're going to see it coming around. The 10 gets turned around. Caution's not going to happen. White flag's already waved. There's the 18. It's going to be a drag race around into turn 3. 24 is right there on the inside. You're going to see that high line not work. Blocking coming on. There's Josh Klinger to the outside of everybody. The 24 dives in. The 9's going to drive down below. That's going to be how it ends right there. Josh Mayu, the 0-2, is going to be your car that walks home with a victory right here. I do believe they're not slowing up, so maybe pretty sure that's the last lap. That's what iRacing's telling my overlays. There he is, slowing down. And we're still going around. Wanted to make sure everything was all gravy. All right, everybody. Nice little race, nice little impact going on there as the 0-2 is your winner. Josh Mayu, Sean Lodison is going to be scored second, Ryan Hedrick in third, Josh Klinger in fourth, Casey Gilchrist in fifth, Hank Caston in sixth. Then Matt Lovett in seventh, Edward Jurgen in eighth, Brett Edwards out there, Alan Coates, Art Nolan in 11th, Marky Harris there as well. Lots of good things. I appreciate everybody out there, of course, and always doing what you do. There's your race results. I don't know why it says privateer, but whatever. Figure that one out. Josh Mayu out there, Sean Lodison, Ryan Hedrick, Josh Klinger, Casey Gilchrist, Hank Caston, Matt Lovett, Edward Jurgen there in 8th, Brett Edwards in 9th, Alec Coates all the way back to 10th after that last little stint. Took it all the way down to the wire. Then Art Nolan, of course, Marky Harris, Brian Wirtz in 13th, Cody Cox, Matthew Jorgensen, and Danny C. Davis. And that times out all of your finishing positions, and that will be your outside order for the start of the Daytona 500. Nice little celebration going on there. Kind of like it. Now, while we do this, we're going to talk to the 0-2, Josh Mayu. Buddy, it was coming down to the wire right there. You only had one to go when he came to the line. Tell us how you pulled it off right there, starting on the outside.
Yeah, that was awesome right there, man. I had my teammate Sean behind me, and he got a bad start because his tires were old, but it all worked out in the long run.
It sure did. You took it in front of the 18, and as the wrecking was happening behind you after the white flag, it was just kind of a four-car shootout right there, and you didn't really have to do very much blocking, that's for sure.
Not at all. I just had to clear him and hold the bottom, and came home with a win.
Well, congratulations on the win here on the second session of the Duels, and you're going to start P4 right there behind Brian Wirtz on the outside lane when it comes to the race here in a couple of weeks.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. And what do you want to give a shout out to? I forgot to do this earlier.
You guys putting on a broadcast. That's awesome. The league owner Brandon, anybody, everybody that makes this thing happen. My team, haters make us famous. Anthony got the win in Duel 1, so that's awesome. Great for the team to start the season out.
Absolutely. So you guys are going to be starting out outside of each other. Hopefully, you guys can pair up pretty quickly and try to run it to the field.
Yeah, man, that's the plan.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations for winning the duel, Josh Mayo into 0-2. Always fantastic to talk to you, and we will see you at the Daytona 500.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome, of course, and always. And of course, and always, well, thank you to everybody out there for watching and tuning in to the No Limit Racing Pro Series. We are going to be back tomorrow with the No Limit Racing Thunder Series trucks. Daytona is going to be hot and heavy. Once again, loud, thunderous Fords, Chevys, and Toyotas out there running amok. And of course, on Wednesday, make sure you tune in to qualifying for the No Limit, or the not the No Limit, the Signature the Signature NASCAR Cup Series. And then our race at Chicagoland is going to be on Thursday, and then we'll be back here again next week with all of the fun things that racing entails, especially with iRacing. Thank you to iRacing.com for all that they do. Thank you to SDK Gaming for the new graphics, and I'm going to do some work with it and make it my own a little bit. I was working with some of the things that they have. I actually very much enjoy the interface, but I do need to make it my own. So there's some things that have to go on there. 0-2 Mayu wins in the second session of the duels, and so the duels are over. We will see you again here in the next tomorrow 8:05 Easterns when the green flag drops right here for the No Limit Racing Thunder Series. And we want to give a big special thank you to 46branding.com. Go to 46branding to find out all of those famous t-shirts out there. You're going to start seeing them everywhere. Got some here locally in Missouri as well. Combat Hosting all over the United States. Make sure you check them out. Go to Combat Hosting, I believe it's .com, to get all your hosting and website design needs. And of course, and always, thank you to all the listeners out there and all the watchers, and thank you for sharing it. Without you, I couldn't succeed, and I do appreciate it. Special thank you to Cody. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get my list up because I said I was gonna do it at the end of every at the end of all of my streams now because I have a lot of people to thank. I have of course Cody Kenzie for sponsoring Real Racing Online and all the streams over there. Special thank you to Dara Paget out there, our Australian driver, one of our sponsors over here at Signature Esports, Terabyte Chem, 46 Branding, Signature Esports, Jay's Signature Photography, Signature Media, and of course and always all the listeners out there. Thank you very much, and we will see you. Oh, one more, I forgot one. Ken MacArthur out there as well. What a big special thank you to him, and we will see you again tomorrow, 8:05 Eastern, and I'll be back. This has been Jason with Signature Esports, No Limit Racing Pro Series Duels at Daytona.